Asquequas and Canupium, welcome back to Children's Hour. This week we'll be talking about Earth.
Upiam kisak katavatai katanduat katavatai kanupiam kisak katavatai katanduat Katabatas nasbinu amanitong Katabatas katanduat kamaguanat.
Today's episode is about Earth. Asquequasin, hello, and welcome back to Children's Hour. This week, as I said earlier, we'll be talking about Earth. Do you know how to say Earth in the Narragansett language? It's Aki. Can you say Aki? Aki. Great job. And Aki is Nawituan, our home. No matter where you live, I live in Rhode Island, but if you live anywhere in the world, you live on Aki, Earth. Now, there are many different creation stories about how the Earth came to be, but I have a Narragansett creation story. Would you like to hear one? You would. If you would, say Nikis. Can you say Nikis? I can't hear you say Nikis, Nikis. Nikis means yes. You would like to hear it? Woonie. Okay, let's hear the story.
Many moons ago, Taûbotne, the creator, was walking through Sky World when he came across a great tree in his path. Being as strong as he was, he lifted that tree up out of the ground and created a large hole for which he could look down and see his creation, Mother Earth. Only Mother Earth did not look the way we know it to look today. It was entirely covered in water, and all the creatures who dwelled there lived in water. The creatures looked sad, and he knew that he had to do something about it. And so Taûbotne called on to his daughter Nipawase and told her that she was to live with those creatures. And so he hugged her and kissed her and dropped her from the sky. And when the creatures saw her, all they saw was a bright light coming from the sky, which scared them very much. And so they held their breaths and dove deep down into the water with a neep until they could not hold their breaths any longer. And one by one, the creatures started to resurface, and that's when they realized that was nothing to be afraid of. It was just Sky Daughter, and she was going to have no place to stay. She was not a water creature. She could not live in the water like them. So Grandmother Turtle called a meeting and told them about Aki, Earth, that lived under the water, and if one creature could grab some and rub it on her back, then Nipawase would have a place to stay. One by one, the animals did just that. They held their breath and dove deep under the water. Unfortunately, one by one, they proved to be unsuccessful and had to resurface. Muskrat decided she'd like a try, and all the creatures laughed at her for she was so small. But she did not care. Muskrat gave prayer and dove deep down into the water. She was gone for a very long time. So long that the creatures thought she was playing a prank on them. Muskrat, come out. We know you're hiding, they'd say. But Muskrat was not hiding. They then grew nervous, searching everywhere, trying desperately to find Muskrat. When they found Muskrat, she had returned with Earth in her hands, but she had passed away. She had given her life so that Nipawase would have a place to stay. The creatures gathered around and grabbed what little bit of Aki or Earth she had in her hands and sang songs of thanksgiving. Wiha yo yane, yo yane o. Wiha yo yane, Yoheahaneo. And with each beat, Grandmother Turtle grew until Nipuase, Sky Daughter, had a place to stay. And that is our home. Nawithawan, Hanivre, the end.
Did you like the story? If you did, say Nikis. You did? Wonny, good. I actually have some fun facts about Aki. Do you want to hear them? You do? Great. So, my first fact, I'm going to need your help with. I'm going to need you to stand really still. Make yourself as still as you possibly can. Stiff as a board. Don't even wiggle your toes. Okay? Don't even move your mouth. I'm going to be quiet for a second so we can be super still. Don't even blink. Okay, now I'm going to talk, but still don't move. I want to know, do you feel like you're moving at all? Do you feel the earth moving? The earth probably feels still, but actually, depending on where you are, the earth could be moving up to 1,000 miles an hour. Isn't that crazy? And we're just used to it because the earth is always moving. Okay, you can move now, and you might want to shake your sillies out. Shake, 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 and stop. Okay, so another fun fact is that the earth is made up of about 71% water, but another thing that it's made up of a lot of is moss. Yeah, moss. Have you ever seen moss? There's so many different kinds. And the Narragansett people would use moss for a variety of things, but one of the things that I think is the most interesting is we would use moss for diapers. Yeah, isn't that cool? Now, in our creation story, you might have heard a lot of animals who are holding their breath, like this. And you might notice when you hold your breath, let's see, hold your breath only for a quick second, because you need to breathe. It's important to breathe, but let's hold our breath together. And you might notice your cheeks get puffed, and you can breathe now. And your eyes, they get wide. And those are things that when you're drawing, you should pay attention to. I actually wanted to teach you guys how to draw somebody who's holding their breath. Would you guys want to see that? You would? You want to learn? Okay, come on, let's go.
All you're going to need for this one is a pencil and eraser, and I'm going to show you how to make any face look like it is holding its breath. And for those of you who tuned in last week, we're going to start off with our sweet face that we made. Now, when you hold your breath, if you do it with me right now, you'll notice your cheeks puff out, but also your lips get small. And so we're going to start with some tiny lips that we're going to do by making a half circle with another half circle attached. And then down below, a half circle facing the other way that's right between them. And that's going to be our lips. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to puff out those cheeks. And we're going to do that by drawing a curved line coming out of each side of the mouth. And that's going to give it a nice rounded effect. Then we're going to erase our cheeks and we're going to make those big and round. Again, erasing that cheek on the other side and making them nice and round and plump by just making a curved shape line. You guys are doing good, I can tell. Please take your time when you're doing this. Next, I erased our eyes because your eyes look different. They might look panicked if you're holding your breath because your body does not want to be holding your breath for too long. And so we're going to do some big circle eyes. So you're going to draw your circle eye and then you're going to put a dot in the middle. It's like a little tiny pupil. And that is going to make you look like you are holding your breath. I went in and added some extra little lines just to make my cheeks look even bigger. Moving on to my person, we're going to start again by erasing her lips and doing the same technique. A half circle connected to a half circle with a half circle facing the different way at the bottom, the opposite way at the bottom. Then we're going to go in with our curved cheeks on the inside. And this time I did it coming out from the sides of the nose. And note the difference. This time I did it from the sides of the nose. And then I went in and added some big cheeks in, again, the same way we did last time, by making those big curved lines connected to the head. Oh, she already looks like she's holding her breath. But do you know what it's time to do next? That's right. Next we have to do the eyes. And so you can go ahead and erase your eyes that you have. And what are we going to replace them with? Yes, you're right. Big giant circles with a little circle inside, a little dot inside. Remember our technique. If you want, you can always trace a marker cap. Now, I did not like the second eye that I made, and so I went and erased it and redid it because I thought that it was a little smaller than the other eye. And I liked that much better. So that's why we're using a pencil and eraser with this one, because you can just erase as much as you want until you get it how you like it. Next, we're going over to tunapa, or turtle. And this is different because it's an animal's face. But we're still going to do some of the same things. We're going to do that same little lip, because why not? It's a cartoon and it's fun that way. And so we did our 2 half circles at the top and our 1 half circle facing the opposite way at the bottom. And then it was time to do the cheeks. And I did my cheeks a little different than how I'd done them before. And that I erased the mouth. And then I made these big curved lines. This one took me a couple of tries to get just how I liked it. Because what do you do when you're making art? You take your time. And so then, once I had my cheeks how I liked them, I went and added the eyes. And how do we make the eyes again? I know you know this. Big circles with a little dot on the inside. And doesn't that tunapa look like they're holding their breath? Well, I decided once I had my eyes that I was actually going to do my cheek lines right under the eyes. And wow, isn't that transformative? Doesn't that make a huge difference in how it looks like they're holding their breath?
If you've been watching Children's Hours right along, try this one out with the beaver we learned how to draw in Beaver Week. Also, if you guys decide that you're going to do any of these faces or try out this technique on a new face, please send them in. We'd love to see. That was so much fun. I really enjoy drawing with you guys. Please send in your pictures if you guys are drawing along with me. I love seeing them. I've already gotten some so far, and it is just wonderful seeing how incredible of artists you guys are. It's crazy how good you guys are. And you might have noticed that we drew a tunapa, or a turtle, holding its breath. But I actually have some more turtles who wanted to join us in this video. Do you want to count how many turtles came to join us? Come on, let's go.
Let's count the turtles. Nakwit, Nisa, Nish, Yo, Napana, Kota, Inada, Sosuk, Paskuka, Piak. Nakwit, Nisa, Nish, Yo, Napana, Kota, Inada, Swosuk, Paskuga, Piak. Nakwit, Nisa, Nish, Yo, Napana, Kota, Inada, Swosuk, Paskuga, Piak. Great job counting.
Counting with you guys is always so much fun, and you may have noticed that it was a sea turtle that we were counting, and sea turtles' homes are in the ocean. But different creatures have different homes. Would you guys like to learn how to say Nika or my house in the Narragansett language? You would? I have a song for it, so come on, let's go listen.
This is my home, Unicat. This is my home, Unicat. This is my home, Unicat. Unicat, Unicat. This is my home, Unicat. This is my home, Unicat. This is my home, Unicat, Unicat, Unicat.
That was so many different animals. And animals can look really different because there's such a large variety. Too many to count, or too many for me to count at least. And they come in all different colors. I actually had some animal friends who wanted to come visit us, and they are all different colors. Will you help me say their names, the color names in the Narragansett language? You will? Oh, that's so exciting. Great, come on, let's go.
Ascooey-classen, Natussawees, a shot. Hello, my name is Lobster. Do you know what color I am? That's right, I am red, which is said mushquee in the Narragansett language. Mushquee, mushquee. Ascooey-classen, Natussawees, squick-quick-gum. Hi, my name is Duck. Do you know what color I am? That's right, I'm yellow. And yellow in the Narragansett language is wasawi, wasawi.
Hello, I'm Frog. Do you know what color I am? That's right, I'm green. But do you know how to say green in the Narragansett language? Askoski, Askoski.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now introducing the songbird.
Ascooey-classen, I am bird. Do you know which color I am? That's right, I'm blue. Bluest Bashawi, that's right. Bluest Bashawi, that's right. Bluish Bashawi, Bashawi.
Ascooey-classen, hello, I'm Seahorse. Do you know what color I am? That's right, I'm purple. And purple in the Narragansett language is Saki, Saki.
Ascooey-classen, hello, my name is Horse. Do you know what color I am? You're so smart. I am white. And how do you say white in the Narragansett language? That's right, Wumpy, Wumpy.
Ascooey-classen, hello, it's me, Cat. Do you know what color I am? That is right, I am black. And how do you say black in the Narragansett language? That's right, mooey, mooey, mooey. Thanks for helping.
That was so much fun, and you guys are just getting better and better at this each week. You guys are such pros. Well, unfortunately, our time today has come to an end. But before we go, we have to say Hawunsek, or goodbye in the Narragansett language. Hawunsek, Hawunsek, goodbye. See you next week.